Welcome back. So Sunday morning, the weather is a little bit cooler today, a lot more cloudy. There is a lot of humidity in the air still, but yeah, it's a lot cooler than yesterday. A bit more of a breeze. So the trap's open only because one of the hens escaped that keep the cock happy. She doesn't really fly out like that. She's just taken off. She will trap into the young bird loft or that trap, but she doesn't go out very often. She's just kept in that section there for the to keep one of the cocks happy if we've lost an hen. But she'll come back. Anyway, so on to yesterday's race. I've got to take my jumper off. Oh my gillet, sorry, it's warm. Yeah, on to yesterday's race. So it was Honiton, 109 mile to us. And it was a strange old race really, because we've sent pigeons there before. All of the cocks that went yesterday went to Honiton, Yeovil. And they all made it back last week in race time. Well, most of them did. And we had a couple come back in the evening, but they're all home at the end of the day. So yesterday we sent 7, we got 2 back in race time, and we just thought it was a bit odd, so something obviously happened. They probably got smashed into by a hawk, but who knows? Like I've said before in previous videos and lives, you just don't know what happens to them once they're up there. It's out of our control. But yeah, we had 2 back in race time, and yeah, it was a bit of an odd race, but we're all home, so that's the main thing. The last cock to come home that was this morning. He was back on his own this morning, waiting for the trap to be open. So we're all home, full returns, which is brilliant. We've had more full returns this season. We've only done 5 races than in the last 3 seasons, and I'll put that down to better quality of the transporter and husbandry of the pigeons while they're in transit. For instance, yesterday was a very hot day, and the new transporter's got air conditioning in it, so cool air was being blown onto the pigeons to keep them nice and cool. And yeah, I just think that's a factor. Obviously with the new transporter, it's got all more cons, and the pigeons are obviously going to get better husbandry from that. So yeah, we've had better returns this year so far than in the last 3 seasons, so very happy with how the returns have been in the last few races. The results haven't been what we wanted. They just haven't. The cocks haven't been firing, especially the yearlings. They've not been so good this year. We're relying on experienced pigeons, older pigeons, to try and keep up with the fanciers down here that are winning on a regular, and it's difficult. But yeah, anyway, I'll go into the loft and show you what we've been doing with the cockbirds. So, as I said, hold on a minute, I've got pigeon crap on the screen. There we go. So there we got 4 returns. That cock there looks a bit sorry for himself. He turned up this morning, but he'll be alright. Pigeons are hardy. He's improved from last week anyway. Last week he dropped in at a loft 30 miles away, as a crow flies, maybe 35, whatever. But sent him this week, albeit he was very late. Come back the next day, but he made it on his own, so that's an improvement for us. Well, for him anyway. So yeah, 4 returns, very happy with that, albeit most of them were late. There was only 2 in race time, which was the opal cock and the dark checker cock. He's been creeping up really. His first 3 races he was miles behind. In fact, he was probably he was last pigeon for 3 weeks running, but he started using his brain a bit more, and last week he was our first pigeon, and this week he was our second. So I'm very happy with him. He's obviously turning a corner, hopefully. As I said, the rest of them, we don't know what happened to them, but they could do with definitely improving if they want to stay in here for next season. So anything that's below par, obviously, that we won't be racing next year won't be used anyway. So, but they've got a few races to sort themselves out. They are homers. They're definitely homers, but they're not racers. Like I said, we're relying on pigeons. That come on in, boy. Come on in. Come on. Come on. Come on in. Come on, boy. Come on in. I know you want to. Come on. Anyway, yeah, we're relying on older pigeons to, as I said, try and keep up with the lads that are winning on a regular. It's been a very slow season for us, but that's pigeon racing. So yesterday, we got some straw. There's bowls of straw there. Obviously the bowls are turned over now, but we put some. Father put some straw in because Father basketed the birds. I was at work on Friday, so Father basketed the birds, put straw in the bowls for 15 minutes. Sorry, let the cocks in there on their own with the straw, playing around with the straw for 15 minutes and introduce the hens. Now, Father's been keeping an eye on that opal cock for the last week. He has been showing a bit of form. Our last race, he was our second bird. And this week he was the first pigeon. Trapped like an absolute dream. Couldn't have asked for a better trap. But the Father's been keeping an eye on him, an eye on his behaviour, and Father's obviously knows he's been in the sport. He flew Woodward years ago before I was born, and when I was a little kid. He knows a trait of obviously of a Woodward cock coming into form, and Father knows how to conserve their energy, but a bit better than what I do. You know, obviously he's being more experienced. Come on, there you go. You need to come and say hello now, look. Come on in. Go on your perch. That's it. So Father decided to basket him separately from the rest of the cocks because he was driving around like a lunatic and he was really up for it. So Father took him down singular in a box on his own, down to the club, away from the rest of the cocks, obviously, until they got basketed in the same crates to conserve his energy. Because obviously Father's been keeping an eye on him. Will you bugger off? Because I'm trying to do a video here. Yeah, and it worked. So that pigeon was first club, and we got first and seventh. That cock there was seventh club. But over the moon with that, absolutely over the moon. As I said, that cock there has been consistent for us since day one. He's full brother to those pigeons. All those reds are full brothers. Albeit he's a bit younger. Them two are the same year. He's had 2 thirds. He's had a first and a third. He's had 2 thirds and now he's had 2 firsts. So he topped the Fed last year, done very well. He also had a third in the same season. He had a third club as a youngster. So yeah, very, very happy with the way that cock has been performing, especially at a 3-year-old. And yeah, absolutely over the moon with that pigeon. And credit to Dad for noticing his behaviour. Obviously, as Father knows that he's raced with Woodward cocks. He raced Woodward cocks back in the day, and the experience of Father has definitely helped notice that, because I wouldn't have noticed it. I wouldn't have thought to take him down in a singular basket or anything. Conserved his energy, and obviously the motivation of the straw. I think it definitely helped. Well, not with the rest of the cocks, but 2 of them. But yeah, absolutely over the moon. He's a credit to us, that cock. He's absolutely fantastic in the hand as well. A real class pigeon. He is a Leo Hermans crossed with a brass pennon. And as I said, the parents of that have bred multiple winners through those cocks and previous pigeons that we've had that we've lost as well. But yeah, absolutely over the moon. He will be probably stopped at the end of this season, because 4-year-old they do start slowing down after time, and he will go into the stock loft. As I said, he's a class pigeon, perfect in the hand, and he's a good racer. And it's nice to have pigeons like that in the loft. He's a fed topper. He hasn't raced this year because he's got a couple of snap flights in his right wing. and that's not very ideal. He's not raced this year either so far because he's got the same problem. I think it's to do with obviously scrapping when they're pairing up, and these dowels don't help matters, do they? Obviously broken flights and such, but yeah, very, very happy with yesterday's result. Absolute pleasure to have that cock, and it'll be really, really exciting to work with all the cocks next year, all the yearlings and the pigeons of what are left in here. So our plan next year is to focus on Woodhood cocks. We're not going to be racing hens next year. I think the hens have been an absolute waste of time for us this year, unfortunately. I know you can get good. We've had a good season with the hens a few years ago. In 2023, they were absolutely fantastic for us. They were flying the skies out and they were winning for us. But ever since then, they've just been dipping. And we know how to race Woodhood cocks before. When we first started back up in Allbirds, we raced Woodhood cocks, and we've done just as well as what we're doing now, but in a smaller club. Unfortunately, our results were taken off of us in that club due to a cheat. But we know exactly what we won. We got all of the tickets from when we used to race Woodhood back in the old club. But yeah, we'll be racing Woodhood cocks next year. We'll be taking down that partition, moving it back slightly, building another 4 boxes, so we'll have 20 Woodhood cocks. And we'll see how these cocks perform for us next year. Obviously, we are planning on racing more races this year, but I'm not sure about this weekend coming, because this weekend coming, the weather this week coming is not very good at all. Raining, and we don't like sending pigeons to a race if the forecast isn't so good. So we'll just play it by ear and see what happens. So hopefully we do get a couple more races in, but if not, then so be it. But we definitely we'll gear up to we'll train as much as we can, and we'll send if it's good on a Saturday, we will send, or a Sunday, whenever they choose to race. But yeah, absolutely happy, over the moon with that pigeon. He's an absolute cracker. We're pleased to own him, and I'd like to say a big thanks to my father, because I wouldn't have spotted his behaviours or anything like that. He definitely knows his cocks, knows his Woodhood cocks anyway. So yeah, big thanks to father. And pooling him, we won the pool money, and obviously got the first club. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Hope you all had a good race. We're absolutely over the moon, and we're happy with the full returns also. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you soon. Take care.